Have you ever found yourself watching shows like Dexter, Criminal Minds, or CSI, and you think you can solve a murder, but you know the show makes it look easy?
Yeah, I've thought of that.
Well, with a little bit of math and luck, you can too. In fact, let's go for a walk. All right, I'm just going on a walk with my dog, but oh no, there's blood. What will I do?
So the first thing we need to do to solve this crime is find the angle of impact, and by doing that we have to find the length and the width of every single blood droplet that was left on the floor. The angle of impact can actually determine the shape of the blood droplets. So if it fell in a perfect circle, that means gravity more than likely took over, and that was from a 90-degree angle. However, if it is long and it has a tail on it, it was pointing in a certain direction, which means it's going to have an angle of impact less than 90. This is not drawn to scale, but let's just say that the width is 9 millimeters and the length is 18 millimeters of each blood droplet. On each droplet, there are 3 lines, and that represents the tail, and that is the direction of travel for the blood droplets. To find the angle of impact, we will use the inverse sign of 1 with length divided by width. We will then plug in our width and length, and we will end up getting 30 degrees for our angle of impact. Now we need to find the point of convergence. By doing this, we will draw lines through the long axis of a group of bloodstains and find where the lines intersect. We will then measure how far away the incident happened from the stains. In this case, it was 10 feet away, not drawn to scale. Now that we have an angle on one line of a triangle solved, we now need to solve the height of the incident. We do this by using tangent. If we plug in our numbers, our angle is 30 degrees and our distance is 10 feet. To solve for x, we need to carry over the 10, which gives us 5.77 feet for the height. Trigonometry is a very small portion that goes into blood spatter analysis. However, it's my favorite, and there are various factors that affect the formation of particular blood spatter. The type of weapon that you use, force of impact, site of injury, position of the victim, angle of impact, surface of spatter, and the amount of blood are all different ways that blood spatter can look different. So the big question is, why is this so important? Well, for one, you can confirm or dismiss assumptions regarding events in their sequence. For example, let's say that someone had a suicide. Well, the point of convergence within the blood stains, which is the distance away, 10 feet, would determine if the body was moved or if it was an actual suicide. It is also important because you can determine victim's position, if they were moved, like I said, if there was an evidence of a struggle, and again, it shows that there's discrepancies in anyone's lives.